Okay, Virgos, last but not least, here you are. Isn't there that saying that the last will be first and the first will be last? So maybe that's something that applies to you. But you are the last ones for my channeled reading, my first round of those. So congratulations, you made it. We made it. So I'm just gonna hop into this channeled message, but before I do, I'll just do the spiel to please take what only resonates for you, leave what doesn't apply, and since there are no gender roles in tarot, switch them if need be. And please like the video if it resonates, it would be much appreciated. But anyway, I hope that this helps, and I really do hope that it resonates with you. So for your channeling, I got that this summer you're gonna really be connecting with the outdoors, and I was feeling that Mother Gaia is really heavy in your energy right now. You could be seeing cats as confirmation, or purple flowers, or just wildflowers in general, but I feel like Mother Gaia is giving you herself over to you, the earth. And you are earth, so I feel like you are also very heavily in your earth energy right now. And go outside and ground yourself in nature. This is what I'm hearing, but it's like you find yourself when you're outside. I was also getting that you could have been a healer or a shaman in a past life, and that you're really good with medicines. And so some of you could be in healthcare, you could be doctors or nurses, or if you're not, maybe you just like herbology, or you're really good at mixing like potions, or reading up on herbs and their different properties. Maybe you do witchcraft and you have herbs for different spells, things like that. But I was just getting that you're doing a lot with herbs at this time, or if you're not, they might be connecting to you. You could be coming into your power at this time. So Empress or Earth Mother energy, you could be pregnant or expecting. Congratulations, you could just be thinking of new ideas to birth into reality. But I just get that you're in this really fruitful energy right now where you're abundant, and it's like whatever you set your mind to is coming into fruition for you. And I feel like you might not have to work hard at it right now. It kind of feels like, again, Mother Gaia or the universe is in love with you, and they're on your side right now. I was getting that the color orange might resonate with you at this time, or you may be seeing the color orange a lot, or perhaps oranges. You could like oranges a lot. You could need to take, isn't it like that orange C, that vitamin stuff to strengthen your immune system. You might need to eat healthier at this time, but there's something about your immunity, and to check that you are eating well and balanced and staying healthy. I was also getting that the beach might be someplace that you go to this summer, or someplace with sand, or a really green place. I just see you spending more time out in nature. I'm also getting that Spirit wants you to reshape something, or flip the channel, or to reform some aspect or part of your life in which something no longer resonates for you. And I'm hearing like it's time for you to unearth something new, or some new part of yourself, or perhaps your old ways of being or doing aren't relating to you anymore or helping you, and it's time for you to set sight on something else that works better for you. I wrote down in big letters too the word performance, and I feel like perhaps for a lot of your life you felt like you had to, or that you were forced to perform, or that you performed to a set of people and who they wanted you to be, perhaps for a really long time, and you felt like a passenger in your own life, and like you've given someone a free ride for too long. And I feel like you are finally realizing that, and you're kicking them out, and you're taking back your power and your stance. And it's like you perhaps need to stop performing, or you have stopped performing. And it's like you don't care now whether or not people see you as the true you. I guess people are noticing that you're someone different now. And maybe that unnerves them a little bit because they've never seen you like this before. But I just get that you are stepping into your power and into the person that you want to become. And I get that you don't really care whether or not other people like it. I was also getting that you want someone to ease your mind. You want genuine friendships and people around you who are going to be by your side and take care of you. And I get the feeling that you wish you had someone to talk to about things. A person who could ease your mind for you. I'm getting that it feels like everybody has somebody but you. And you just miss having that. You miss having someone to talk to or someone to see you for who you are. I was getting the song I Remember Everything by Casey Musgraves and Zach Bryan. I feel like you're thinking about a time, a person, or a place that you remember. Perhaps this is a good memory or a bad memory, but I feel like you're living in the past somehow in some way. And I'm feeling like you wish that you could redo something or remember it differently. But to remember everything, I feel like, is haunting you in some way. It's like you don't want to remember everything. You don't want to remember who you were, the person that you weren't before. It's like you've become a different person and you can no longer accept who you were before, the person that might have been a doormat or just let other people run your life. And it's like you can't relate to that person, your old self, anymore. I was also getting the feeling that you might be thinking or starting of a new starting a new project, and whatever that is for you, whatever projects or hobbies you like. I was also picking up on someone having a truck, like maybe a black or a red truck. Maybe you drive that a lot, or that's your baby. You could have a baby, or finding out that you have a baby. I was also getting that you were connected heavily to the Scorpio reading, and I'm trying to remember why that is now. But I guess you're just connected in general. Yeah, I was picking up on that, not wanting to remember. And I feel like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something that feels impossible to reach. Or perhaps now that you're doing your own thing, you're telling people, don't wait on me. Don't expect me to be there like the way that I was for you before. I'm also getting a lot of star imagery, and that I think that might have been Scorpio too, I don't know. But I wrote down that you are a multitude of stars and stardust. And I wrote, you've been a minor role when you were actually the main character. So some of you might have been in a few plays, or you could be actors. But I'm getting that you've been left on the sidelines for too long in your own life, and it's time for you to stand up and take your position back. And I feel like that is what you're doing, and you're guarding it. And perhaps you're feeling cut off from other people, or they're feeling cut off from you. But I also feel like you're not sure where to go next. I was also channeling when one door closes, another opens. And actually, as I was writing that, I was hearing doors in my hallway being slammed. And so I thought of that, and I was also thinking, what doors in your life still need closing? Because in order to move forward, you can't keep that old door open. And that's just a spiritual law as well, is like once you open a portal, it can't remain open, it has to be closed. And perhaps you feel like you opened a portal to something that you can't close, or you remain in this portal, or you feel stuck there in some way. But if you're moving forward, it's like you have to turn around and check to make sure that that door is closed, and whatever that door means for you. And that could mean leaving something or someone or a group of people behind. Just whatever doesn't resonate for you anymore. It's like you have to close the door on it, otherwise you can't move forward. I was getting, with the stars imagery, I was getting A Star is Born, like that movie with Lady Gaga. So there could be somebody who is in the limelight, or someone who you know of that is a bit dramatic, or somebody who is good at performing or wearing different masks, or having different personas around you. I was getting like mime energy. If you are dealing with someone dramatic in your life, it's like you don't want to bear the witness of that person anymore, is what I'm hearing. You're trying to move on and disconnect from a lot of old people and places, I feel like. And I wrote down, it's like you don't want to be saved by these people. Perhaps there's some like religious figures that you're around, or your family doesn't approve of something that you're doing, and it's like these people want to save you from you doing something or being more of yourself, and it's like you're not having that. It's like there's nothing to save. I'm saving myself, and this is me saving myself by doing this, whether or not you approve of it. I was also getting that you could be drinking a lot, or at bars a lot. I was getting whiskey. You could be out dancing as well. And there's something about your reputation as well. Maybe you're known for this, or you're also known as being a heartbreaker, I heard. But that's probably going to be only for a few of you. And I was getting the song, and I hadn't heard this song in years, and I had forgotten that it existed, but when I was channeling for you, I was remembering it, and it was Till There's Nothing Left by Cam. And I get that you're in this very like raw, sexual, lustful energy, and I feel like that is kind of what your summer is going to be about, Virgo, is if you are in that that kind of energy, that lust energy, I feel like that is kind of where you're gonna go. If you want to. If not, then, if it doesn't apply, let it slide. But I feel like you're in this very hot and passionate energy, or you're going out and dating or meeting new people, or you're trying new experiences, if you know what I mean, like in the car or in a hot tub. I just feel like you are exploring your options, exploring who you are and what you like, until there's like nothing left of you more to give, I guess is what I was saying. But I feel like even as you are in, or I feel like even if you are or are not in this passionate lust energy, I just feel like you are really wanting to connect with someone on a different or deeper level. I feel like in a way you are kind of done with superficial, and you want to like bring someone home to mama, is what I wrote down. It's like you're tired of being the one that like the people want for sex or something. It's like you want to be wanted for something else. I feel like you're known for that, perhaps. Or one of you is, I don't know. I was also channeling the song More Hearts Than Mine by Ingrid Andress, I think. And I wrote down, you're scared to break more than one person's heart, and maybe that's something that you're not used to, or you weren't used to. And maybe you met someone, or you know of this person where it's like they've changed the game for you, they've changed what love means for you, or you have a new outlook or insight on it. And perhaps this person changed your way of thinking or loving, or the way that you see love. And so I'm getting that because of this change in you, it's like you don't want to be a player anymore if this is your energy. Or you're scared of breaking hearts. You're scared of that heartbreaker reputation, perhaps, that you have. But again, I feel like this is only for a few of you, and it's more specific than anything. But perhaps you feel like you have broken someone's heart in a way. And I am picking up on this feeling of guilt or remorse, or you taking on some sort of grief or heartache. And perhaps you feel responsible for it in some way. I was also getting that you were held back in some way. You might have been put in your place by family members or people that you looked up to. And again, I'm just seeing that perhaps they forced you to fill a role that you didn't want a part of. It's like you were being forced to do something that you didn't want to do, or forced to be a person that you didn't want to be. And now you're becoming whole again, or you're striving to be. And with that, I was getting Sophie's Choice, and I don't know if you all know what that is, but it's basically just making an impossible choice, because it's like no matter what you choose, you're gonna lose, or someone's going to lose, or someone's going to be hurt. And I feel that you're moving forward into a new timeline, and you have no choice but to leave some people behind. And I feel like you are gonna end up breaking some people's hearts, but it's like staying is going to end up breaking yours. And it's like you've sabotaged your whole life trying to stay or be there for other people or be the person that they've all wanted you to be. And it's like at this time you can no longer give that or be that person. You're becoming yourself, and it's like you have a tough choice to make, but it's almost inevitable for you to make it or do it, and that's to step away and create your life and make it new into something that you want. I was also getting the word soul, S-O-L-E. So you might be walking a lot, and you could be connected to your feet, but Spirit was saying to me that you need to start walking. So just start somewhere is basically what they were saying to me. Because I guess isn't the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step or something like that? I don't remember where that's from. Is that Tolkien? I don't remember. But I feel like you're going on a journey, and you're on a journey home to yourself. And it's like Spirit is proud of you, and your guides don't want you to go back. They like who you are and who you're becoming, and they don't want you to sabotage yourself. That you're in this energy for a reason, and it's time for you to stay in this energy. It's time for you to make your plans, the ones that you want for yourself, and it's time for you to follow through on them. And it's time for you to allow the universe to take you where you need to go. I was seeing like you were walking down the yellow brick road, or you're like the Fool on the tarot deck. You have all the resources that you need now at this time to move forward. And it's like you aren't given a choice anymore. You're being pushed into walking into a new direction. I'm also getting the feeling that you need to accept something for what it is or was. Perhaps it's you accepting a person as they are, or you seeing that a person that you wanted or been with is not the person you thought they were. And that doesn't have to be a relationship, that could even be family, but it's like you're realizing at this time that who you grew up with or who you grew up for weren't the people that you thought they were. And that can be kind of, well, that is kind of the illusion that is shattered when you become an adult. It's like when you finally realize that your parents were just adult people, that they were just humans, that there wasn't anything supernatural or powerful about them. Because as children, I think we tend to idolize our parents or the people we grew up with. And I think, or at least I believe, that innocence is shattered when you start to realize that adults or people aren't perfect, and that you're never going to be perfect, and that life isn't perfect. You know, they give us a lot of fairy tales and Disney movies when we're little, and they tell us that, you know, your dreams are possible, and they are. But I feel like they are to a certain extent, and they are not inevitable. You have to make them. You have certain choices in your life in which you get to decide on whether or not your dreams come true, and that's by you working hard for them. It's not because your gifts or your abundance is innate to you. It's that you have to work for it. And I feel like you might be realizing that at this time. And I feel like you're very good at working. You're good at making money. You're good at the tangible. But perhaps you feel like, in another sense, the intangible is what you struggle with. Relationships, feelings, friendships, family. I feel like you're very good at the tangible things in your life. But when it comes to the things that you can't see, perhaps you struggle with that. So perhaps spirituality or religion, perhaps it's hard for you to believe in things that you can't see. And perhaps it's hard for you to believe in other people and trust them, and even to believe in yourself. And I feel like perhaps you've struggled with that a lot, is you've wondered how to believe in yourself. But not only how to believe in yourself, but to accept yourself for who you are as well. Because in order to believe in yourself, you must first accept yourself exactly for who you are. It's like I'm getting the feeling like someone here, they can only accept themselves once they lose the weight, or once they accomplish this, or once they get this goal done, then they can accept themselves. And Spirit is saying that's not the way that it works. You don't accept yourself once you do something, or once you've achieved something or become something. You accept yourself because you are who you are. Acceptance means acknowledging the person that you already are. That is what acceptance is. It is not waiting to be something and then saying, okay, I'm good with it, so now I can love myself, now I can accept myself. No, that's actually the complete opposite of acceptance. And it takes great strength to accept who you are, because a lot of us don't want to be who we are. That's another great illusion to the world, is the world is constantly telling us that we're not enough as we are. You know, you can look better with makeup. You can do better if you had this. You know, people would respect you more if you had the house, the family, the car, whatever. But that's not true. In reality, people respect your character, your morals, your values, your strength. What you stand up for and what you believe in is what people actually really and truly respect, not what you own. And people will end up seeing that. People will end up seeing that all that you've ever had is what you've owned. And that's really not what life is about. And people aren't stupid, they realize that. I'm talking about the people who are actually satisfied with their lives and they find meaning in it, which is not a lot of people, by the way. Those are the ones who have their morals and their values in check. And they have certain standards that they set for themselves that they live up to. And those are the people that inspire and influence other people to have the same things. And I feel like those are the people that end up changing the world more than the 1% elite does. Because let's be honest, they really don't know what they're doing. But anyway, I also was getting that people have underestimated you, and you feel like, maybe you feel like that for your whole life, or there was a time when people did. And I get that now you're showing people who you are. And perhaps some of them have regretted the way that they've treated you, or perhaps some of them haven't really seen you, and this is like the first time that they are. I was also picking up on the color purple, so perhaps that book may be significant in some way, or the color purple is your favorite color. There's something significant about that color. I would look up the meaning to the color purple, or you could also have a purple aura, is what I'm hearing. But I'm also getting the color red as well for you, so you could also have fire in your chart or be connected to a fire sign. I was picking up on Aries in the Aries reading. I think you showed up there, but you could be connected to a fire sign or an Aries. was also picking up that some of you might also have dogs. I was seeing like a black lab. Or you could be connected to dogs, or perhaps you have a spirit guide who is a dog. Or perhaps you want people to be loyal to, or you want people to be loyal to you. Or you're in this energy now of where you're feeling playful, or you're feeling like your life is yours again. And you're ready to create this new life for yourself, this new abundance. You're ready to see where the universe is taking you. And it's like you're ready to step out onto that new path. I'm also getting that you have a different perspective from a lot of the people around you. Perhaps you don't view things in the same way as them. And perhaps that makes you feel lonely or different or isolated or ostracized in some way from a community. Perhaps something didn't work out within like a family structure or friend group. I feel like you just have or been having a hard time connecting with others, or perhaps the people that you have felt connected to are no longer in your life. And it's like you're trying to figure out who you are without these other people around you. Or you're trying to figure out your occupation, your job, your life. I just feel like you're reflecting a lot on who you are from the absence of other people. Perhaps you always needed people around you, and now you're learning and understanding that you don't actually need anyone to be happy or to find fulfillment in your life. Or if you're not feeling that, then you should. Because there's nothing wrong in being alone. A lot of people are criticized for being alone or by themselves or independent, and there's nothing wrong with that. It actually shows strength to be alone when you really want to be with other people. And perhaps you're learning about your independence and what it means to you and why it is important to you. I think I only got one song for you guys as well, so I don't feel like you are that connected to music at this time. Or if you are, it's just that perhaps you're into like classical, or you're into music that doesn't have lyrics. I'm also seeing that you could be viewing the numbers 555 or 444. There's like change and balance coming into your life. You're ready to start something new. Oh, I was also picking up on, or I actually wrote down the words heart of scars. And I feel like maybe you are aware that you have had a lot of heartbreak in your life, and it feels as if your heart is full of scars. And I'm picking up on gold. And I think it's like that Japanese pottery that everyone likes to talk about, where it's like gold is, or wherever your cracks are, is filled with gold. And I feel like that's you, that's who you are, is you've become like this little cute clay pot where your seams have been fused with gold, and you're shining your light, and this is who you are, and you're showing it to people now. And you're not afraid to show it anymore. It's like shining your light. And I feel like you shining your light is also irritating a lot of people's demons. Or you're also like growing a lot more because you see the light or the truth in something. But Virgo, I think that is the channeled message for you guys. I'm sorry that it isn't as long as some of the other signs. but I just get the feeling that you're in a very good energy right now. You're stable, you're stepping into your power and your energy at this time. And I feel like whatever conflicts you have are going to be resolved. I feel like you're very confident and balanced. Or if you're not, you're going to be. But it's time for you to step into the role that you create for yourself and no longer allow yourself to be assigned the roles from anyone else. I'm also hearing Spirit say that the life you get is the life you're creating. So just be aware of like your thoughts and your actions at this time, because it can really influence how things are changing for you right now. But Spirit, please give me some advice for the Virgo collective, please. And I've already prayed over my cards and everything. Wow, Virgo, what a way to make your entrance. Earth energy, Empress. So again, yeah, you are stepping into your power. You're fertile. You are abundant and you're ready to grow your new ideas or your new projects for yourself. You also have the Hangman in reverse. I feel like you're looking at things differently. You are the Empress. You have come into your Empress power. You're looking at the world differently. And perhaps you are even disinterested in the same people or the same things that you used to do. It's like you're becoming a new person. And people may not recognize you, and perhaps you don't even recognize yourself. But what else? What advice? So you have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Lovers. You could have a delayed love connection, but it seems like love somehow feels difficult for you, or it's been like the one area in your life where it seems like no matter what you try and do, it always ends up in the same results, or you're not getting the relationships that you want. You feel like there's some sort of block in your love life. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You have Death in reverse and the Seven of Cups. I feel like before in the past, I'm not getting current energy for this, but I feel like before in the past you might have went towards people who had money or who created the illusion that they did or that they were successful in some way. I feel like for you, Virgo, love also equates with success to you somehow. Like, a good partnership for you would mean that someone is stable and has money and is solid. And I feel like you're not so focused on the emotional aspect of it as much. You're more focused on the foundation of partnerships. But I get that you are still searching for the one. You're still searching for this person, and with the Death card in reverse, you haven't really given up on this person, the idea of this person. So what else? Spirit, what advice do you have, please? You could have also been in cycles with people that were toxic for you and had negative patterns, is what I'm hearing, or you weren't able to recognize those people. It's like those people in your life were always like the Seven of Cups. They were always an illusion to you. The outside of them looked different from their inward appearance. And I feel like you had a tough time with choosing people. What advice, Spirit, please? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Wasn't I just talking about someone having a bad reputation? This is about, I guess it's a bad reputation, but let's see. What else? Can you clarify this, please? Yeah, the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like you aren't so focused on the things that you used to be focused on. It's like the things that you're working towards are new and different for you. They're not the same things. Like perhaps you've always been focused on your job, and maybe that has always been the most important thing. And perhaps your job has been the most important thing for you, but now it's like you're discovering more about yourself, and that has become important to you, like your religion, your spirituality, your gifts, your hobbies, your interests. It's like that has become the forefront and the center of who you are now. It's like you're going back to your inner child and you're rediscovering what it is that you loved. I feel like you are connecting to your inner child. Or another thing I was getting is that some of you are having a child with the Empress and the Lovers. Some of you might find out that you're pregnant, or the partner that you have is pregnant. But that might only be for some of you. And I feel like if you are pregnant, you might have a little boy, but who knows? I'm just the messenger. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What is that about, Spirit? The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, please. I guess I'm just getting that you haven't always been happy in your home life, perhaps. You have the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Can you explain this a bit more for me, Spirit, please, before I say anything? Oh, okay. You have the Five of Swords. I feel like someone may communicate with you about some sort of conflict, and I'm hearing the words family conflict. Maybe there's been some sort of family conflict. Or perhaps you are having a conflict with your family or your community. Or perhaps with the family that you're starting is also what I'm picking up on. I'm also getting this kind of cunning and manipulative energy, like I hate to even say it because it's like it shouldn't even be a thing, but it's like perhaps you weren't expecting to have a child, or you weren't ever sure that you wanted children, and it's like something has happened now where there's some sort of conflict, where perhaps it's like something that you didn't want, you have to face now. And perhaps you might be sad or disinterested or disconnected from that role that you have to play now. And that doesn't have to just be fatherhood or motherhood. That could be anything. But I feel like there's a certain role or position that you've sort of been forced to take up now in your life that maybe you weren't ready for. I was also channeling that very heavily with the, let me see, I think it was Taurus or Capricorn that I was getting kind of the same thing for. So y'all earth signs, y'all better be careful, because if y'all don't want babies, it looks like you're having them. If you guys don't want to start a family, make sure that you are protecting yourself, I guess. I feel like earth signs, it's your time for family. It's your time for starting a family and having a family. I'm hearing whether you want it or not, so that is for somebody. I don't know, but it's like people decide that they don't want children, but then sometimes the universe is like, well, you were always meant to have them, so here you go. It never really works out the way that we want it to sometimes. And that's because we all have certain roles to play for certain reasons. Perhaps you're finding out what that role is for you. And again, I'm getting that it doesn't have to be, or it doesn't have to do anything with pregnancy or parenthood. It could be anything. I feel like you are understanding your role, or you are coming to accept it. I'm also pulling the High Priestess and the King of Wands in reverse. I feel like this could be you and your player energy, if that is you, or you know of like an Aries or a King of Wands that's kind of promiscuous. I feel like you know something about this person that you're not saying or you're not telling anyone else. Or perhaps this person has asked you not to tell something. Or Spirit is asking you to use your intuition about a fire sign. And you know what? That has come up before for you, Virgo. I have channeled or done readings for other Virgos, and there's always a fire sign that keeps popping up for you guys, where it's like Spirit is asking you to be cautious around them, because there's some sort of lie or something hidden. This person has hidden something. Alright, what else? Oh, okay, wow, that popped out fast. You have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. What is the King of Swords? I feel like that's you. And the Knight of Cups. I feel like that's you. I feel like you are this King of Swords and Knight of Cups energy, Virgo. It's like you are standing on business, you're speaking your truth, you're living it, but you're also being very graceful and tactful about it as well. You could also be dealing with a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So that is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this person believes that they have unfinished business with you, or they could be keeping you around for some reason. And it doesn't have to be a water sign, but it's just usually a feminine energy that is emotionally controlling. So you have the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Perhaps you have had a heartbreak or some kind of heartache. Perhaps it has been from the Queen of Cups in reverse. And perhaps that is why you're in your King of Swords energy, is like you don't want to play around anymore and you're not really resonating with people who just want to waste your time or manipulate or play games with your feelings. And perhaps you're feeling let down by that right now. But I'm also seeing that you're really healing yourself. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, there's definitely something hidden from you. What is being hidden, Spirit? What's hidden? It's the Tower in reverse. What's being hidden is something that someone is hiding. There's some sort of tower that somebody doesn't want to have fall. It's a tower moment that hasn't been released yet, that I feel like has been hidden from you. Yeah, because for whoever that is, whatever tower that has to fall, that would mean admitting defeat to something. Who would be admitting defeat to that? Please, Spirit. It could be another earth sign. But I feel like this is also tied to money in some way. I think somebody has to give you money, or someone has to release something for you. What's the Three of Wands, please? You have the Six of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're moving away from people who have given you kind of like no recognition. Yeah, you could also be dealing with like a masculine fire sign that is kind of reckless. What about this person? I also just get that you're growing your confidence and that you're ready to step forward. But I feel like people are trying to hold you back as well. Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like that could be you also. There's a lot of masculine energy out here. You have a lot of knights, and you have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So I feel like you could know a masculine air sign and a masculine fire sign. So what about these two kings, please? They're not showing up in the reverse. And I feel like that's only because you don't see them in the reverse. And we have a King of Cups, so that's... I'm getting Pisces, but it could also be Scorpio and Cancer. Two of Wands. What are you planning? Or what are these men planning? So I get that these are like men from your childhood, or you grew up with these people. I get that these are your friends, or if they are, they're probably kind of unconventional, probably like have a lot of girls, or if they are women, then they like to talk to a lot of guys. this is for those of you who are like dating. I feel like whoever you're dating may have more options than maybe what they've told you. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse. Something with a love situation might have been a disappointment to you. And again, with these kings, it's masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be the gender of a masculine. It could be feminine signs who were in their masculine energy, which means that they would chase you or be near you all the time, like pick-me's. Pick-me's are masculine energies, not feminine. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You know what's strange, Virgo, is that I just did Libra's channeling and you guys are getting a lot of the same cards. They had a lot of the same cards, and I shuffled this deck really good too, so I know that it's not my bad shuffle game. Spirit, can you just give me some advice and then I'll go? I'm just getting that there's something hidden here about money. Like perhaps a friend group or a family. They've been recklessly spending something that you don't know about, or something that's yours. I'm just getting that something is yours and somebody hasn't told you, or you are involved with a group of people that has taken something from a high priestess. Yeah. Oh, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's time for you to build up your confidence and step into your power and to stop doubting yourself. And I'm hearing that whatever choices you make, you have to be firm in them. It's like you have to decide that the choice you've made is right and move forward. It's like you have no time for delays. I don't know why I'm getting that, but with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I'm getting that someone is like trying to rush you into making a choice that is not good for you. Yeah, with the Strength and the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like this person or this offer or this place or job or anything really, something that is going to come in, and basically whoever, whatever is trying to make you do something quickly or decide on something fast, or just watch out for somebody who's coming in fast, or they want you to make a very quick decision. Because I feel like this person is going to somehow use this choice against you, so just be very careful about who you're trusting at this time and avoid anybody who is rushing you. And also be confident in yourself when you make this choice or this decision, and use your intuition on this person as well. This could be an air sign or a fire sign. But this is who you are right now, Virgo. You're Queen of Pentacles, so you're stable and solid. You have your money worked out for you. You're grounded. And with the 4 of Swords in reverse, I feel like you are coming into like a spiritual awakening, or you're going through one. And Spirit is saying to just remain grounded and practical at this time, and to use your intuition. I do feel like there are 3 men though in your family, or 3 men you could be friends with or know of, or just 3 masculine energies that perhaps haven't really been clear with you on some things. Again, I'm picking up on Aquarius, Leo, Aries, and Pisces for that. So those might be those signs. There's something like, it's like they've communicated, commune, community, dated. I don't know, maybe you dated all 3 of those signs, or somehow all 3 of them know each other, and maybe they haven't told you that, or there's something that hasn't been clarified to you, I feel like, by these 3. But again, they're not showing up in the reverse. And I feel like that's only because you don't see them in the reverse. But I do get that, I do just get this feeling that they are hiding something. And I don't know why, again, because they're not in the reverse. There's also salamanders in the picture, so you could be seeing a lot of those, or just lizards. Reptiles in general, I feel like you could be seeing a lot of, or you could be dealing with like a lot of reptilian energy. So people who are very fake, or who come across as one way but mean another. So Spirit is just asking you to be aware of your surroundings, not to scare anyone. I'm not saying that you're gonna get, attacked physically, no. I'm saying just be aware of people who may not be completely honest with you, or who are not telling you the full truth on certain things. But I will pull one more card. I'm feeling drawn to pull like one card for you, so. Why don't you think of a yes or no question, and I'll give you a second to think about it, and then I'll tell you whether it is yes or no. So you have the 10 of Swords in reverse, so the answer is no. So whatever you asked the question about just now, the answer to that is no. I don't know why, I've never felt called to do that before for reading. Yeah. There's another no, so 2 no's in a row for clarity. I would just really feel like you are improving yourself. With the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I feel like whatever wishes or manifestations you have are going to be granted to you. This is also Pisces energy, so you could deal or know with Pisces. But my loves, I hope that this message resonated, and I hope that it helped you. I hope that it inspires you and heals you, and that you learned something from it in some way. If you did, please hit that like button to show your support, and share if you would like to. But if not, that is perfectly fine. I just thank you for your energy and your time, and for being here with me. So thank you. I wish you well and all the best. Love, luck, and light to you. I love you. Bye.